Leeds fans, stop scrolling right now. Elland Road just erupted with breaking news and the number 3 is haunting this club. A devastating 3-0 loss just exposed the truth. And what just hit Elland Road will define the next 6 months. The pressure on Daniel Farke is now critical. An attacking solution is hammering on the door. And a Premier League winner is suddenly available for free. But there's a massive catch. The Peacocks failed to find the net again on Saturday. That 3-0 defeat to Brighton wasn't just a loss, it was a warning sign. That isn't just a poor result, it's a relegation siren. If you bleed white more than you despise Nottingham Forest, hit that like button right now because the panic is setting in. We start with the attacking crisis because the multi-million-pound summer signing has officially failed. Stay locked, this is critical. Leeds United's attacking crisis is now under full scrutiny. The 3-0 loss to Brighton wasn't just a defeat, it was an exposure. The attack looked toothless, predictable, and slow. And at the center of it all is the summer signing, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. His arrival at Elland Road appears to be a total failure. We are in November, and the striker still has just one Premier League goal to his name since his summer move. That is a catastrophic failure for a number 9 who was supposed to guarantee goals. As Leeds stagnates, direct rivals like West Ham and Nottingham Forest are starting to pick up points. The gap to the relegation zone is shrinking. Daniel Farke needs to fix Leeds' bluntness in front of goal, and he needs to do it now. Thankfully, the solution might not be in the transfer market. The solution is already owned by Leeds United. The German manager has the answer right under his nose, but he's playing in the Championship. The name Joe Gelhardt. The 23-year-old is absolutely tearing up the Championship on his loan spell at Hull City. He returned to the Tigers after a successful spell at the back end of the 2020-25 campaign, and he hasn't just continued his form, he's accelerated it. Gelhardt has netted 6 times in just 13 Championship outings. That's impressive. But here's the real data. He scored again on Saturday and holds the 2-0 win over Norwich City. That is his 4th consecutive game hitting the back of the net. That is not a hot streak, that is sustained excellence. The Hull City manager confirmed his quality, telling Hull City after the 1-1 draw against Charlton on October 25th, and I quote, "With great press on the ball and around the players, we won the ball, and Joe scores an amazing goal. Joe has assists and goals, and that is his quality. He is a standout in the division." FotMob stats from today, November 3rd, confirm it. Gelhardt is averaging 0.57 goals per 90 minutes. His XG is only 0.37, which means he is overperforming his chances. He's a clinical finisher. He's not just a poacher, he's linking the play. He's creative too, averaging 1 point for 3 accurate long balls and nearly 1 successful cross per 90. This is the elite finisher Farke thought he was buying in the summer, but he's wearing a Hull City shirt. Adding a player with this level of confidence is exactly what the front line needs. It adds flair, it adds unpredictability, and it adds goals. What is Farke waiting for? Do you think Joe Gelhardt deserves to be recalled in January and thrown straight into the starting 11? Let me know in the comments if Joffrey is the answer to Leeds survival. Farke must take this gamble. This isn't just a nice-to-have option. This is a lifeline. This could be the difference between relegation and survival. But as Farke looks for attacking solutions, the conversation outside the club is whether Farke will be the man to make that decision in January. The pressure is mounting, and a huge name has just been linked to the hottest seat in Yorkshire. The 3-0 defeat to Brighton wasn't just embarrassing, it was devastating. The pressure is now visibly building on Daniel Farke. Leeds fans are looking over at Wolves, who already sacked Vitor Pereira after a 10-game winless run. And they're asking the board, why not us? Leeds is slipping closer and closer to the bottom 3. That solid start to the Premier League season is a distant memory. The conversation has now hit the mainstream media. TalkSport presenter Jeff Stelling just dropped a bombshell suggestion on his breakfast show this morning, November 3rd. This wasn't just a quiet suggestion, it was a direct challenge to the board. He believes Steven Gerrard could be in line to replace Daniel Farke. Stelling reminded listeners that Farke wasn't universally popular even when they got promoted. The manner of the defeat at Brighton has left a lot of Leeds fans questioning him. Stelling said, and I quote, "I just wonder whether Steven Gerrard is just maybe holding fire for something like that, although I'm not sure whether an ex-Liverpool man can go and manage Leeds. This isn't just a random name. This is a rumor with history. The 49ers have considered Gerrard before. Andrea Radrizzani and Victor Orta reportedly considered him to replace Jesse Marsch in that nightmare 2020-23 season. The 49ers again reportedly considered him in the summer of 2023 before they finally appointed Fark. He is the ghost haunting the Elland Road boardroom, the what-if candidate. Gerrard is available. He's been out of work since leaving Al Ettifaq in Saudi Arabia. He has a patchy record a title with Rangers, but a poor spell at Aston Villa. But the real panic isn't just the manager, it's the fixtures. Stelling pointed this out to Ally McCoist. Listen to this upcoming run: Nottingham Forest away, then Aston Villa, then Manchester City, then Chelsea, then Liverpool. McCoist called Leeds and Burnley's position in 16th and 17th strange after good starts, but that fixture list is terrifying. That isn't just a tough run, that is death row. It's a run that can sink a team. Do you believe Fark deserves more time, or is the pressure of this fixture list too much? If you think sacking Fark for Gerrard is the answer, hit the LIKE button. If you think it's a terrible idea, comment below. The 49ers have a decision to make. Stick with Fark through this brutal stretch, or twist and bring in a big name they've already vetted twice before. The dressing room is watching. But while the manager's seat gets hotter, a different kind of rumor is swirling: a high-profile free agent, a Champions League winner, who is suddenly back in England and linked with Elland Road. The name: Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The former England, Arsenal, and Liverpool star is back. After a spell in Turkey with Besiktas, he has returned to England. But he's not just sitting at home. The Evening Standard reports today that Oxlade-Chamberlain is currently training with Arsenal. He is using his old club to maintain his fitness as he searches for his next move. This is a player with 230 Premier League appearances. This move is setting off alarms. It's exactly what former Leeds striker Patrick Bamford is doing. Bamford, who left Leeds on a free after Fark decided he had no future, is training with Coventry City. Frank Lampard was quick to deny Coventry would sign him. But the strategy is clear: stay fit, stay visible. Oxlade-Chamberlain is doing the same, but at a much higher level. Why does this matter for Leeds? Because Leeds United have been linked with Oxlade-Chamberlain. The reports surfaced just after the summer window closed, when Leeds failed to bring in their primary targets like Harry Wilson or Fakano Buonanot. Fark, or a new manager, needs midfield creativity, needs goals from deep, needs experience. Oxlade-Chamberlain offers all. 3. The Ox rediscovered some form in Turkey, playing in a deeper midfield role under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer before they both left Besiktas. His Premier League experience and his versatility would, on paper, be a major boost for a squad player role at Leeds. But here is the reality check. This move is extremely unlikely, for two giant reasons. Reason 1, club policy. Managing director Robbie Evans has already stated publicly that Leeds will not be signing free agents between windows. He also said Leeds would look to avoid January if possible. Reason 2, the big one, PSR and the 25-man squad. Robbie Evans claims Leeds have maxed out their PSR profit and sustainability rules. But even if they found the money, the 25-man Premier League squad is full. Ilan Meslier was included. Clubs are not permitted to change that 25-man list outside of a transfer window. The only way Oxlade-Chamberlain could join now is if a current Leeds player had their contract terminated and left the club. This is the financial reality of the modern Premier League, and Leeds is trapped by it. It's a logistical nightmare. But let me ask you this: if Leeds could find a way, would you take Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain on a free transfer in January? Drop a yes or nitrogen monoxide in the comments right now. The connections are there. The player is fit and training in London, but the rules are blocking the move. It looks like Fark, or whoever the manager is, will have to rely on internal solutions, like Gelhardt. But combining all three of these stories reveals a club at a terrifying crossroads. 3 stories, 1 singular, terrifying reality. The Leeds United attack is broken. The manager, Daniel Fark, is under critical pressure, and the rules are stopping us from fixing it. Calvert-Lewin, a multi-million-pound failure. Joe Gelhardt, our only hope, is scoring for Hull. Fark is staring down a fixture list that could end his career at Elland Road, Forest, Villa, City, Chelsea, Liverpool. It's a death row of fixtures. And Steven Gerrard's name is being whispered by the media as the replacement. This isn't a slump, it's a crisis. The 49ers wanted stability, but they are now in a dogfight for survival, and the decisions made in the next 60 days will define this club's future. We are paralyzed. We cannot sign a free agent like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. who is training just down the road at Arsenal because the 25-man squad is full and the PSR limits are maxed out. We are trapped. Do we trust Fark and a failing striker to navigate this storm? Or do we detonate the manager's office and pray a new face can perform a miracle? This fanbase has been through hell. We will not go down quietly. We demand a fight. We demand passion. This is the moment the club has to prove its ambition. This is where we find out what this new era is truly made of. So here is what I demand from every single fan watching right now. 1. Smash that LIKE button if you believe, deep down, that Leeds United will stay in the Premier League. 2. Comment with the one move the board must make. Recall Gelhardt or sack Fark. Pick one. 3. You must subscribe. Every new sub is a vote of defiance. It proves we are marching on together, and it tells Nottingham Forest we are coming for them. But here is the final, agonizing twist. The double cliffhanger. 1. Recalling Joe Gelhardt isn't free. Sources claim there is a massive financial penalty clause if we recall him before mid-January. The board has to decide if survival is worth that price, and they are debating it right now. And 2. Our next opponents, Nottingham Forest, just lost their main striker to injury in today's training. They are now desperately hunting for a free agent striker. And the first name they have been linked to, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. The race is on. The war is here. Marching on together. Stay locked.